Imagine being told you have internet access, when in reality, your connection is so slow and unreliable that it barely qualifies as usable. This is the reality for about 40,000 households in West Virginia, roughly 100,000 residents, who are being left out of a $1.2 billion plan to expand high-speed broadband across the state. And this is where the story takes an unexpected turn. Despite the massive investment, not everyone will benefit equally. But why? Let's dive into the details and uncover what's really happening. Last week, Governor Patrick Morrisey proudly announced the finalization of the state's ambitious broadband initiative. We are thrilled to bring high-speed internet to every corner of West Virginia, empowering each resident to reach their full potential, he declared. On the surface, this sounds like a monumental step forward. However, buried deep in the fine print lies a concerning truth. Tens of thousands of homes won't see the improvements they desperately need. These excluded households rely on fixed wireless internet, a type of service delivered via signals from cell towers or local antennas. Earlier this year, federal officials reclassified these homes as served if providers claimed they could deliver minimum broadband speeds. While this change may seem minor, its impact was enormous. It slashed the number of eligible households for federal funding by more than a third. Originally, around 114,000 unserved homes were set to qualify for assistance under the Broadband Equity, Access, and Deployment (BED) program. Now that number has dropped to just 74,000. For families stuck with fixed wireless, the reclassification doesn't translate to better service. Instead, it means slower, less reliable connections are deemed good enough. A troubling compromise in a state where rugged terrain already complicates signal strength. The decision also shifts priorities away from fiber optic infrastructure, which experts argue is the most durable and efficient solution for rural areas. Bill Bissett, chairman of the West Virginia Broadband Enhancement Council, emphasized that fiber-based internet remains the best long-term option due to the state's challenging geography. The good news is we're moving forward, he noted. But delays only increase costs. So how does fixed wireless actually work? Picture radio antenna towers transmitting signals through the air instead of using physical cables or satellites. Households receive these signals via small antennas or routers, typically mounted near windows or roofs. Common examples include 5G home Wi-Fi boxes offered by major carriers like AT&T, T-Mobile, or Verizon. While convenient, these systems often struggle to maintain consistent speeds, especially in regions with dense forests or steep mountains. In West Virginia, unlicensed fixed wireless adds another layer of complexity. Unlike licensed options, unlicensed signals can face interference from other providers or public usage, further slowing down connections. Local providers such as Newbeam, UltraWisp, and SkyPacket serve nearly 6,500 households across the state, but frequently cap speeds at 25 to 50 megabits per second for downloads and 10 to 25 megabits per second for uploads. These numbers pale in comparison to the gold standard of fiber optics, which delivers lightning-fast performance essential for modern tasks like remote work, online education, and telemedicine. But here's where it gets controversial. The BEAD program was designed to ensure equal broadband access, aiming not just to connect more people, but to provide them with the same high-speed capabilities found in urban areas. By opening the door to less reliable technologies like fixed wireless and satellite internet, West Virginia risks falling short of this vision. Annie Stroud, Broadband Program Director at Generation West Virginia, highlighted the challenges posed by the state's natural landscape. Trees, hills, and mountains make both fixed wireless and satellite internet difficult to implement effectively, she explained. And then there's Starlink, the satellite internet provider owned by SpaceX. Despite past failures to deliver consistent speeds and losing federal subsidies, Starlink will still receive a slice of the funding pie, about 1% of West Virginia's total allocation. The company has criticized how states distribute BEAD funds, arguing that some violate program rules by excluding certain providers. Yet critics question whether investing in satellite internet is wise, given its limitations in densely wooded or mountainous regions. In the end, West Virginia's revised proposal, Allocate,